seems that spring is sprung, and finally getting where we got more nice weather than bad weather. That brings a few things with it. You gotta know when you do this whole job. Gets me this time of year, people tend to get more laid back, and they're going on vacation. The weather's pretty. They don't seem to want to pay as much attention to what they're doing. So when they don't pay attention, you got to pay double attention. So I know it sounds crazy and unfair, and it is, but it is what it is. It's, as a truck driver, that four-wheeler is fingering their phone and runs all over your fender, a lot of the time they're gonna find some way to blame it on you. So the way to combat those situations is get out of it before it starts. See that teenager rolling by you, playing with their phone, doing whatever, not paying attention to driving. Get away from them folks. Let them go on. Don't sit there and ride beside them. Back out of it and let them go. I'll guarantee you, if they're a quarter mile ahead of you and screw up, it's a whole lot easier to react than if they're right beside you and screw up. Lots of different ways you got to guard yourself when the weather gets nice like this. My one weakness is I like to sleep at night when the windows open, because I like, when it gets to where it's like 50 degrees at night, it's just, I don't know, I like the open air. And you got to be careful about that mess. You got to guard yourself against, Lord knows the world's full of crazy people. Several drivers over the years that are no longer with us because they didn't guard their basic security. Somebody came into their truck and while they were sleeping and liberated them of their life. It's kind of the dark side of trucking that does happen. Places truck drivers are considered to be an easy target. So, I generally crack my windows, but like this Freightliner, if I open the windows like an inch, they're still held in on the sides and everything. It'd be really hard for somebody to get a hold of it bust it. But if I lowered it 2 inches, then the only thing, it's out of its tracks and it's only on the bottom. They can grab a hold of the top of that window and just rip the window out, and they'll be in your truck before you can react. people, even if they get in a bad area, you know, where they're a little bit nervous, run their seat belts through the door handle and click them. Gives kind of an extra, or run a tie-down strap between the two door handles and strap the doors together. If there's somewhere that, because there'll be times that you have to lay down and go to sleep in places that, just be frank, kind of spook you a little bit. Like I say, it's part of the job. One other thing to consider, one reason why I do these spring is sprung videos every year is I'm an avid motorcyclist. I love to ride my motorcycle. Well, it's spring and you're going to start seeing them motorcycles pop up. Be careful riding motorcycles. Don't do stupid stuff around them. Something as simple as the wind off this truck generates a lot of force. And that guy on that motorcycle, you know, doesn't need it. Don't tailgate them. Try not to ride beside them. You imagine being on a motorcycle and a drive tire blows. Very well could kill him. And this goes both ways. This goes to folks out there ride motorcycles too. Come up on a big truck, you decide you need to pass it, pass the damn truck. Don't sit back there and diddly daddly and right back there by his DOT bumper. And because when that tread comes off that recap, it's probably going to take you out. Say I carry that argument both ways. The motorcycle rider, you need to watch your P's and Q's. As a truck driver or someone operating a four-wheeler, please watch for their motorcycles, because once you've bumped into them, that's it. There's no coming back from there. All the feeling bad and sorries in the world won't fix it. It's unlike a car, you know, you bump into a car and you leave a dent. You know, the person's a little shook up, they take the car to the body shop, fix it, it's all done. Everybody goes about their happy way. You bump in a motorcycle and he takes that thing off-road, good chance the body shop ain't gonna fix that. Say high-speed motorcycle crashes, there's just not a lot of second chances. Now some people, you know, they do walk away from them, but it's pretty rare, and I'm saying high-speed ones, you know, ones out here on the interstate, which knew a guy a few years back that died when he wrecked his motorcycle at 25 miles an hour. Had a helmet on. He just hit right. In fact, more or less the fact they had a helmet on that killed him. Nice spring day like this, the bees had just started coming out, and he was going down a hill and had his visor up on his helmet, and a bee flew right into his helmet, full face helmet. It starts stinging him on the inside of his ear. He dropped his motorcycle, his head hit the curb, broke his neck. That ain't got nothing to do with a truck driver or trucking, or there wasn't nobody else involved in the accident, but just using it as an example to let you know that the accident doesn't have to be high speed to kill you. High speed accident sure does make it a whole lot easier to die. You can't argue with physics. But like I say, spring is sprung. Everybody's happy-go-lucky because the weather's pretty. You can get outside, you can do things. But it also means you got to open your eyes, keep your head on a swivel. Please watch out for these people. We got enough turmoil and depression in the world today without doing stuff to make it worse. Y'all have a fine day, and I'll catch you on the flip side.